Hey everybody, good morning. It's Sunday morning here. It is March 1st, 2020. Yes, I have been MIA several weeks. I don't know if you can tell from my voice, but I have a cold. It's a upper respiratory sinus head cold stuff. So, not contagious, not to worry. I've had it about a week. I'm ready to be over it, although I don't know if it's ready to be gone. So there's that. I want to first welcome everybody that is new to my channel and everyone else, of course. I have had a lot of new subscribers, and I think that's probably somewhat due to Rachel at Roxy Creations. Hi, Rach. Thank you very much. I appreciate you mentioning me. And for whatever reason, some other places, I don't know. Not everybody says how they found me. It's fun to read how you found me, but, you know, if you want to share that, that's awesome. But I want to say hi to everybody because I am coming up on 1,000 subscribers, which I never, ever thought would happen. I am grateful, ever so grateful to everybody for even coming and seeing what I do, because almost nothing I've done is original. I think there's one thing maybe, and I can't remember what that is at this point, that I came up with that I hadn't seen anybody else do, but you know, hey, that's the way it is, right? In this world, we take what we see from others and we put our own twist on it, and that's the part I like to do. So, I have changed my camera angle, so hopefully I will know not to run into it, but I think it works better on this side. I think the other side I was blocking a lot of what I was doing. So I'm hoping that my voice still sounds okay and that everything shows up well, and we'll keep trying to do it this way. I apologize if I sniffle, sneeze, cough, or have to stop the video to blow my nose. I will tell you that right now. So coming up on 1,000 subscribers, I will be doing a giveaway when that happens. However, it may not be exactly when that happens because I have been very busy preparing our van and ourselves because we are going to be traveling this year a little more than we were able to the last 2 years. Last year, if you've been with me and watched any of my prior videos, was a very difficult year for us. My husband's father passed away, and we had to take a trip to New York, and we combined that trip with a trip to get a new air conditioner, quieter, much, much quieter, more efficient air conditioner put on top of the van. We have a Class B RV, which is a van. Class A are the big ones that you see driving down the roads. The Class B is a van, and the Class C are the ones that are on a truck, and they have that overhang usually over the cab, or somewhat similar. They're larger, but they're between the B's and the A's. So who knows why they came up with what they did for the lettering of those. But anyway, they went big, small, medium. So anyway, I love our van, but there are modifications that everybody does when they get their RV. So I have been preparing stuff for that. So I'll talk about that in a little bit. Anyway, I want to get on with this. I will be doing a giveaway, but if we're away when I reach 1,000 subscribers, I can't really do anything if we're away in the van. So this is partly an update, partly news, partly thank you for subscribing and sticking with me, even though I'm not always here and making tons of videos. You know, I can collage with the best of them, I think, but honestly, I've been spread so thin between several things going on in life that I haven't had a lot of chance to do anything exciting, and I don't think you just want to sit around and watch me while I hum and haw about the next thing I'm doing. I have been doing a lot. For a little while there, I sort of lost my spunk, but I'm back. So I've been trying to keep some ephemera folios in the Etsy shop. Takes me about a week to put a couple together because, of course, I have other things to do. So these two are currently in the shop. As of today, Sunday, March 1st, these two are in the shop. And these are, there's 2 pockets on each page. There are 5 signatures. Each signature has 2 pieces of cardstock folded in half, which makes it 4, which then you have 2, 4, 6, 8 pages, but then you have 2 pockets on each page. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. So there's, I believe, 80 pockets overall in here. Math is not my strong suit, so don't quote me on anything. The listings are in the Etsy shop. The Etsy shop is linked below, and these will be available until they're not anymore. I am no longer taking orders for these. When they show up in the shop, they show up in the shop. It is what it is. You get what you order, and that's just the way that it's going to be. Taking the orders was too stressful. I felt like I had to get them done quickly, and I have other things that I'm involved with doing. So it is, you know, just one of those things that I had to make a decision that this is the way I'm going to do it right at the moment. Okay, that's out of the way. I also have put together the kits with the, oh shoot, oopsies, with the butterflies and the placemats and all that. These kits are so pretty for spring and summer. I mean, these are going to make beautiful journals. And I think what I'm going to do, my plan at the moment, is to put one of these together, and I will do it online. I will record it. And what I'm going to do is, when it's put together, at least one of them, don't know about more or not, haven't decided yet. When I reach 1,000, that will be the prize to give away. So this kit is, you get 3 placemats, and these placemats are huge. They're like 11 by 17. These would make beautiful covers. They would make beautiful pages inside. You can tear them apart and collage with them. You can do whatever you want. They are white on the background. I haven't tried tea staining them, but I'll bet you if you sprayed them with tea stain, they would come out very pretty. Some of the kits have 2 pieces of fabric that are about 3-ish inches wide for spines, or you can use them for whatever you want. You can use them to make a fabric flip. All of the fabrics are going to be different parts of the fabric. And then they have 2 napkins. So this is one type of kit, and it will be mailed in a bubble wrap envelope. So if you wanted a priority, I could put it in a priority envelope. I can't remember how much I've charged for this. But again, priority envelope would be $9.50. But you must contact me prior to placing your order to let me know, because I have not put that option on Etsy as a option. Otherwise, it'll go in regular mail. I think it's about $7.50. I can't remember. And then the other type of kit that I can mail you has the placemats, and there are 3 placemats. Again, there are 3 napkins that you can tear apart and use for collage, and there is a larger piece of fabric that would work as an outside cover for a 9 by 6 with, I think, a 2-inch spine. Maybe you could push it to 3. I don't know. It depends on how you make your covers. So there's enough fabric in there, and all the fabric pieces, again, will be different for that. I can't remember what I'm charging. These will have to be folded and placed in an envelope again. Same size envelope. And again, if you would like one of these kits, they are available on my Etsy shop stuff, but I can show you what I've been working on. I did do I got on that bandwagon of using book pages to do collage. And I think this was the first one I did. And my book pages are kind of short. They're not very tall. So these will make really nice journaling cards and what's the other word I'm looking for? You know, stuff like that. Journaling cards. And I have not done anything to the back because what I did was on this one at least, maybe another one too. I got to look. I think I did on the other one. I put extra set of book pages on the back. And so I figured these would be good for belly bands, pockets, things that you're going to glue down. Because I didn't want to waste my plain paper for journaling cards and stuff like that. So on this one, I did the book page back to support it. But it's not so stiff that if I wanted to make a journaling card or, you know, something to write on the back, I could still put, this one has glue stuck all over it, so I don't know, that wouldn't be very smooth to write on. But I could put plain paper on the back, you know, tea-dyed paper, I could put, you know, lined paper, whatever. I could collage the back with, you know, paper that can be written on for journaling cards and so forth. So I think that was the first one I did. This is pieces of napkin and a lot of stuff from my own digitals and from just scraps that I had left over. I had so much fun that I used up most of my scraps. And so I had to take out some digital printouts and start tearing those up. Because I don't have the abundance of scraps that some people have, like our gal. Now this one, I did put writing paper on the back. And some of the edges are loose. That's the only thing about glue sticks is that happens. So this is right side up. So this one is also more of my scraps and papers from almost every digital designer that I've gotten papers from. So this one would make good journaling cards and good, you know, stuff like that that we can write on the back. And then this one was another one that I used, just, let's see, I did put a second layer of pages on the back. So again, this would be pockets and belly bands and corner pockets and stuff like that. So I really have a lot of fun doing this. It's very zen-like. I sit, you know, with my husband at night. He likes to watch TV. I like some of the shows, but not all of them. So this keeps me busy. I can't just sit like a lump on a log in front of TV. So I've had these, oh my goodness, they're unwieldy. That's the only thing. They're unwieldy, I guess is the word. So I've had these draped over the top of a bookcase that I have over here. So there's that. And then I started a journal, and I thought, well, I want the journal to be very, very neutral. I can't remember if it was Rachel or Andrea at Artie Mae's or Rachel Roxy Creations. I can't remember. And it might have been both of them were sort of working on a neutral journal at the same time. Can't remember. Don't shoot me for not knowing. I apologize. I don't think Andrea has time to watch my channel, but sometimes Rachel does. So, Rachel, you can correct me if I'm wrong. I'm used to being wrong. I'm used to being corrected. So, yeah. So, let's see. I don't know if that creates too many shadows. Move the light a little bit. Over there. Oh, shadowy. Okay, there we go. I'll put this over here maybe. There we go. And move my cup of tea so I don't knock that right off the end of the desk. All right. Oy. So, very, very neutral. Like, really neutral. Like, I don't think I've ever done one, and it's a struggle. Let me clue you in. There is some color in here. I couldn't help it. But I took this envelope, and it was tea stained, And I've done a lot of gesso. I don't know if you can see that. The gesso like up here. But I gessoed it, and then this is all napkin or stuff I've stamped on napkin. And I sewed it across here, so these two will be pockets because, of course, when it's in the signature, it'll be sewn down. So that'll be a pocket. This is a pocket, and then that's a pocket on the side. So I can't remember that I've ever seen anyone sew it into a signature like that. So I thought that was fun. I do not claim to be the originator of anything. Trust me. Lots of gesso on here. That comes from Andrea. This is a pocket that I had made previously. I believe I did these on a video a while back. I've tried to use a lot of tags and stuff that I already had in my stash. And so I'm trying to, because there's a lot of these things that I did previously that I'm not that crazy about. But they fit into this journal really well. So, this I have not attached yet. I haven't decided how I'm going to attach it. Again, it's tea stained. It's decoupaged napkins that I stamped. It's gessoed in places. It could be written on. But I haven't decorated the back, and I haven't decided how I want to put this into the journal. So I don't know if I'll do this. I don't know if I'll do this and sew it in, just the top of the flap. I don't know if I would do it this way, and that could be used as a pocket there. I haven't decided yet. So, working with that. There's a lot of blank paper in here, and I'm thinking that I'm going to go through and very lightly put lines on it with my cardboard liner thingy. Lots of gesso, lots of napkin decoupage again. Lots of very plain stuff. Now, there's some blue in here. I don't know what led me towards the blue. Maybe it was watching Andrea do her blue butterfly stuff. I don't know. I'm influenced so easily, right? Music sheets that I've decoupaged on. I don't know if I'm going to glue down here, sew down there. Probably sew down there. These I did last night, these journaling cards. And these are going to go in here. Which I did these belly bands the other night in front of TV. And then this is the back of those 5x7 cards. And it's not sewn together yet, as you can tell. And there's more blue influence. So I guess this is neutral with blues. I don't know. And then I did this pocket here, which I've not made any cards for yet. And then the other side of the envelope, which I did sew on. So all three are pretty much alike. The stuff might be in different places. There's, you know, I thought this was neutral. It's a little bright. I could tone it down with some ink. Some more of that blue napkin with the neutral colors in it. Another pocket. Another envelope I don't know what to do with. More napkin decoupage. I did try to keep it neutral, but, you know, there's pops of color here and there like that. I don't know what possessed me to put that on there, because I was sticking with neutral. And this is a little pocket here on the front of this envelope that something could be stuck in, tickets, whatever. I don't know if I'll fill that or leave it empty. And this is another one of those belly bands. And this paper here is one of my digitals, digital backgrounds. And that in there. I was letting them dry last night, which is why they weren't popped in there. Again, little pop of color there. Another pocket, corner pocket here. So I did get a little color in there. I just haven't gone hog wild like with, you know, my normal, you know, butterflies and everything everywhere. And bright springy colors and stuff like that. So, oh, that one I already did. Ah, shoot. Okay, it's this one. So this one, the belly band is here, and this is the card that I did last night out of book pages. So I finally have figured out the method that I like for using book pages as a base. So my husband gets books that he likes to read from our library for like 75 cents. So I can't remember who the author is, but anyway, these have come in really handy. Reader's Digests are a bit difficult for me to find. At our Goodwills have really, like, I can't even tell you how strange it is that our Goodwills are barely carrying any books. They have done away with so many of the books in our Goodwills that we can't find anything there anymore. It's really strange. I don't know. People talk about how they find all these great things at their Goodwills, but not at ours. So yeah, it's been a bit weird for us. We do have a hospital thrift shop that I like to shop at, and so, you know, there's that. But see, this is the bright that I usually go with, and this is the tone I'm trying to go with now. So it's been a bit tricky for me. I did have to print some more digitals out because you know, I can't really find the neutrals that I want. So yeah, that's too bright. And I might have to dig some more of mine out. That's one of my digitals. It's I have been tempted to use this on a cover. I don't think I have yet, unless it was on one of my other, unless it was on one of the journals I just sold. But anyway, so yeah, I'm struggling. I am struggling, but it's been fun. So there's that. I did make these little pockets here, not pockets, journaling cards, because, let's see, I have to put them in, where was I going to put these? I was going to put these in these corner pockets. Oops, that's not the corner pocket. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm starting to sniffle. Plus, I haven't talked this much in, I don't know, weeks. Oh my goodness. So yeah, so we're going to start traveling. Now these need a focal on them, and so does this pocket. But I'm going to do all that afterwards. I'm just trying to get things made to go in them. And I do have to pull out my other ephemera and see if I have some more neutral stuff that I can pop into, like the envelope in the front and stuff like that. Plus, I have some Tim Holtz papers that I want to, I was going through yesterday, and that I want to cut up and use for journaling cards. And I'm not putting any of the signature together until I'm absolutely 100% sure that I am done sewing. There are many things that I still want to sew in, like I'm going to sew around these pockets. I may sew that envelope in. I'm probably going to sew these pockets shut here. I don't know if I'll sew these bags in or if I'm going to just stick it down here and have a card sticking out. I haven't decided if I'm going to use any lace or fabric yet. I've just been taking my time and just working on it slowly, and that's been working for me. So I need to make, I thought I had a third one of those. I probably do somewhere. Oh, I made one already. So that's another journaling card. Again, they need focal points. Don't know what I'm going to use for focal points or how colorful they're going to get. But I feel like, for the most part, I've stayed in the neutral theme. I hope. I need a sip of tea. So, I'm getting there. I am getting there. I have a... Oh, you know what? What I have not used yet... Excuse me a moment while I search my... stop talking because I had to think, you know, can't think and talk. I have a bunch of paper pads that have a bunch of neutral stuff in them. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. I forgot all about this. I thought about it when I started this project, but I then commenced to forget about it. So, yeah, see, there's a lot of neutral stuff in here. I want something with some interest on it, though, because I love this page. I love this page. This will be good for cutting out. I can fussy cut the focal points out. So that'll be good for that. Is that too colorful for neutral? Maybe. Maybe. That's pretty. I can use that. And this is all stuff that I want to start using up. So I'm glad I brought you guys along because I almost forgot about this stuff. Can you see what I'm flipping through? Probably not. Different angle. I was thinking about this paper pad when I was watching Rachel do her, she's doing the Marguerite Miller, it's a collage, vintage collage group on Facebook, and Marguerite Miller has a challenge that she's doing, and I was thinking about this paper pad because one of the challenges you had to use a crossword puzzle, and so I thought that was kind of cool. Take that out. I'll take this out. It's an automatic collage page. Don't even have to collage that one. Lots of good paper in this paper pad. I don't know if this paper pad's still available. Love that. But I'm going to save that for something else. All right. I think we got enough to play with at the moment. So this is DCWV. It's the heirloom stack, and it's 180 sheets, which is a lot. This thing weighs a ton, and it is 12 by 12. Set that down over there. All right, so now we have some more paper to play with. So I have 2 more of these to do. So I'm just going to glue. If you're tired of listening to me or watching already, thanks for watching. But yeah, so back to my conversation about what we're going to do that I started at the beginning of this video. I still want to use this. Is that terrible? This is one at Rachel's, and I absolutely love it. No, I'm going to do that. Okay. So we are going to be traveling, and I won't say exactly when because that's probably not real safe to do online. We don't want to be robbed blind while we're gone, but we are going to be gone. I don't know. I usually try to take some of my crafty stuff with me because if I don't craft, I can get pretty cranky. You know, people get hangry, you know, hungry and angry. I can get pretty cranky if I'm not crafting, and it's not a pretty thing. So, yeah, I'm probably going to try and take some things with me. I don't know if they'll be, I don't think that's on there very straight. Of course, that's nothing unusual for me. Oh, well. It's going to be what it is. Most of these I will have to sew around because I don't love Uhu glue sticks, but I'm using them for this stuff because I want to use them up. I will tell you that this is my absolute favorite glue stick right here. Scotch, and it's the purple one. It's called a Mega Glue Stick. It's purple. This glue stick, I find these Uhus very dry. very dry to use, very dry. It's hard to, like, I have to work fast because the glue seems to dry out. Now, maybe that's because it's winter and the heat is on. I don't know. But Uhu is not my favorite. But I bought a big package of them from Amazon, and it just is what it is. I don't know what to tell you. But the Scotch is my favorite, and I have found mine. I always said it was at Staples. I think Staples carries them. However, I get mine from Joann's. And anytime, my Joann's is not right around the corner. I usually wait until they're having a super duper sale. And I go down and I buy whatever I'm going to buy. Like if I'm going because I need fabric, I'll buy the fabric I need, and then I'll pick up like 4 or 5 glue sticks. I think they run about $2.50 in our Joann's, $2.50, somewhere around there, maybe closer to $3, but totally worth it for me. I like the way they stick a lot better, and you know, I'm just happier with them. So this needs a little something else on it. Yeah, that adds a little dimension. And so, yeah, I'm not on the Uhu bandwagon. I like the Scotch way better. Way better. Boy, that was bad English. Way more better. So, yeah, so we are going to travel down to Florida. And I think we are going to be gone approximately 2 weeks. We are going to travel to New York, and I'm not sure exactly what we're going to do up that way. When we go, it will be not that hot yet. I have to watch what I say. And so it'll be a good time of year to go. We did find that staying in the park, state park up there, is not our favorite thing to do, because the state parks have a lot of trees and they are extremely buggy. And I don't do well with the bugs. The bugs just love to eat me alive, and I'm not excited about that. If you've been with me a while, you know that last year we had to, that's pretty, we had to stay pretty close to home. We did do the Ohio to New York trip for the air conditioner and for Tony's dad's funeral. And then we came straight home. Our horse, we had an older horse, a Tennessee walking horse that was not doing extremely well. And she was very old. She had a lot of health problems. And it finally became clear that we had to let go of her. Let her move on to her next dimension in life. And so that took up most of the summer and fall. And so we just never went anywhere the rest of the year in the van. I mean, we did a couple of local things, but beyond that, we just didn't feel like we could leave while she was still alive. And then after she was gone, we were both kind of, you know, grieving that and not really feeling the travel bug, especially my husband, because he used to call her his kept woman. And people, when he was working in an office, would tease him and ask where he was going. And he would say, "I'm going to see my kept woman," because when you have horses and you don't have your own farm, you know, boarding isn't cheap. Having a home for your horses costs money. So he used to call her his kept woman, and he loved that horse. So it was very hard for him to let go of her. She was my first horse, and but he felt an ownership with her. They were very much alike. She could be very stubborn. She was a redhead. He's not a redhead, but he's very stubborn. She was not a people lover. He's not much of a people lover either. And so yeah, it was. They were two peas in a pod, pretty much. Birds of a feather. Ooh, that's not going to work, Martha. I have this big glue goober right here, and it's not cooperating. So there you go. There's one. I also am not doing a lot of inking in this journal. I think I inked one thing. So there's that. Yeah. So I'm not even inking the edges of these things. Most of these, like I said, will be sewn. And, you know, I'll have to go back later and make sure all the edges stay glued down and all that, because they tend not to for me. But that's okay. So this is going to go, I think this is going to go in one of the corner pockets, like I said. Let's find that corner pocket. No. Where was I going to put this? Oh my, excuse me. Sniffling. Nose is running. So we've had really cold weather here. We have not had a lot of snow. Ooh, this will fit nice in here. Will it? Look at that. It fits. Need a little focal point up there. Well, I guess that's where those are going. I had no idea why I made them, but that's where they're going, I guess. What did I do with the other one? I made one. Oh, here it is. So this could go in the other bag, which I believe is back here. Maybe. Maybe? There it is. All I have to do is look for the paper clip. I'm going to move this down here. And that's going to go right there. So, 2 done. Yay. So the third trip we're going to take is going to be up through New England. We're going to do a, I love Maine. My parents were born in Maine. My brothers were born in Maine. I was born in New York. No, I wasn't adopted. My parents moved to Rochester so my father could work at Kodak. And so, yeah, there's that. And I'm going to move those over there. Oh, please don't slide. Please don't fall. Oh, too late. And so, what is that? And Maine is just in my blood. It really is. So, I really love going there. But, you know, we struggle. So, there's a time and a place where we like to do things that are familiar for us. It's a comfort zone kind of thing. But then there's things that we get bored doing over and over and over. So we are going to work on going a few different places and doing some different things. But we're sort of limited because we have our 2 dogs with us and they're older and they have, the little white one especially, has a lot of separation anxiety. And so, we can't really leave them for long periods of time. So we're trying to work on places that we can go, that we can have the dogs with us, and things that we can do and still have the dogs with us. Do I want that on the front? Do I want that on the back for the writing part? I think that'd be pretty for the writing part, honestly. Okay. I just need to measure. Okay. So, there's that. I have family and friends in Maine, so we always try and go see them. Oops. But two of the things that I want to do are, I have not been to Delaware, and I want to go to Delaware. And I want to also put this on the front, actually. I want to go to Cape Cod. So there is a gathering in Cape Cod that we have already signed up for. So I'm excited about that. And it'll be fun to go there, and those will be sideways, won't they? Oh, how easily I give up. That'll work. I like that at the top anyway. Yeah, so Cape Cod will be fun. The funny part is Tony, I mean, neither of us like bridges, but Tony really hates bridges. I mean, like, Tony hates bridges. So I'll be doing the driving if there's bridges. I'm more excited about going there and being there and seeing everything. And I am a huge fresh seafood lover. And so New England gives me the option of, fresh cod and stuff like that. Well, we have a very tiny refrigerator in our van. So, yeah, I'm weird. So, we will be bringing back some fresh fish with us. But last year we bought it's a Dometic. It's like an electric cooler is what it is. And so I will be able to bring fresh seafood back with me. What am I trying to do here? I don't want lines. What do I want? I want paper. I need paper. Okay. So, like this. So, we are going to be able to bring fresh fish and shrimp, maybe some lobster, back with us, and I'm excited about that. And so there's that to look forward to. And I love this ruler. It's not a tear ruler, but it does the job for me. And this beveled edge here, this is the Tim Holtz Ideology Zero Center ruler. So if you turn it this way and you want to center something, the zero is right there. Can't see anything. Okay, so see the zero? So yeah, and the beveled edge makes tearing really easy. so I'm pretty happy about that. So one of my favorite things, along with my Scotch glue. So I'm excited. We struggle because the van is very small. There's no dinette in our van. It has 2 twin beds and a rear bathroom and a kitchen with a propane stove and yep. And so we do well in the van until we're stopped. Driving it's easy. We can park it just about anywhere. It fits in a regular parking space. It's 21 feet long. But when we're stopped and we're sort of stopped for the evening, there's no like living room space. There's no dinette to sit at. basically we flip the front chairs around and we sit in those to eat. There's little pull-out trays near them, and we sit in them to watch TV, and then we lay on the bed. And a lot of times I'm just laying on the bed because the dogs and I just lay there. And so, yeah. So I'm usually crafting or whatever, and Tony watches TV. But then he starts to fall asleep. So when we're at home, his falling asleep mode usually happens, you know, in a regular soft, cushy chair. And he just sort of nods off. And, but in the van, it's not that comfortable. And Tony is very unflexible. Like, he cannot sit with his back up against the wall with his legs straight out, you know, like this. Like this. Legs, body. He can't sit at a right angle because his legs just don't stretch that way. So he's a little bit uncomfortable when we stop. And so I feel bad for him, and we've talked about possibly getting like a Class C van, which is a little bigger. But then we wouldn't be able to stop all the places I want to stop. Parking isn't as easy, and we're not going to tow a car because that's a whole other struggle, and we're just not going to do it. We would not be able to take the dogs everywhere with us. This glue stick is just not my friend today. Oy. We take the dogs everywhere with us because they cannot be left behind in a park, in a vehicle, in a Class C or a Class A, even with an air conditioner or heat running, whatever we needed at the time. We don't do that because Gabby barks and 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 barks. And we would get kicked out of the park. And so if we took off in the car, we'd have to take the dogs with us. Well, we take the dogs with us. Say we want to go in somewhere real quick and look around. Well, you can't leave the car running with the air conditioner running because people nowadays break into cars because they think the dogs are suffering. So, in our van, we can turn on the generator and we can have the air conditioner running, and we can, see if I can get this on there straight, because, you know, straight is not my forte, as we all know if you've been watching me. All right, I like that for the back. Thank you, Rachel, for your great papers. So, I like our Class B because everywhere we go, we have a bathroom with us. We have a refrigerator and a cooler, electric cooler with us, which runs on 12 volt when we're driving, which is the cigarette lighter plug-in thingy. And then we have a bathroom, which at my age, our age, is a necessity. I can't tell you how many times we've been stuck in traffic and Tony says, "Take over at the wheel, I gotta go." So he jumps up, I get behind the wheel, and we can still drive, and he gets relief. So, or if he's driving and I gotta go, I just jump up and go. No, it's not safe, I know that, but it's what we do. It works for us. So, yeah. I love our little van. He's the one who struggles with the space. So this year he's just working on getting used to that, and we're gonna be okay. It's gonna work. I know it will. Alrighty. So I've jabbered your ears off, and I have talked about nothing of any interest except maybe the giveaway and the stuff in the Etsy shop. And I have shared that I have the sniffles. Oh, that's pretty. Look at that. Didn't that turn out pretty? Yeah. I'll need some focal points for the other ones. So I'll work on that. I'm going to keep working on this journal. I won't be recording it because, again, it's just boring for you guys. But I will be, I hope, once I finish making I guess I didn't explain this. One of the things I've been doing is I'm making window covers for all the windows in the van. Well, I got really scared because even though I measured and measured and measured, once I start cutting, I tried to make window covers once before, and I had all the wrong sizes. Well, not all the wrong sizes, but it didn't work very well. Some of them were the wrong sizes. They were too big. They were too heavy, whatever. So this time I used duck cloth, and I have a bunch of batting left over, quilt batting, because I used to make quilts. And I have this beautiful sewing machine downstairs in the basement. So I went downstairs, I started cutting. I made a pattern, because I do better with a pattern. And I marked them all, which windows were which. I made 2 halves instead of 1 long strip. And it worked wonderful. Now I have to go sew the Velcro on those. And then when it warms up a little, today it's supposed to be in the 50s, but the next few days are supposed to be in the 60s. I will go out to the van. I will use a lot of rubbing alcohol, dry everything, and then put stick-on Velcro around the edges of all the windows. And I'm sewing the Velcro onto the window covers. So that way, hopefully they'll stay up. We're hoping. So I've been working, that's another project I've been working on. And storage within the van is very tight, so deciding what to bring for longer trips. We've not gone away for more than 10 days at a time. And this first trip will probably be gone at least 2 weeks, maybe a little more. Depends on how everybody does. But 2 weeks, you're just starting to get into a routine of how things work, so it's fine. So I've been doing that, and then I got sick, so then I didn't feel like doing anything. Update on my cataract surgery. I had it done in December, and I went for my 3-month checkup, and everything's super duper. I can see most things without glasses. If the light is really good, I can thread needles. I can see small print. I can't see print on like medicine boxes or bottles. I still wear reading glasses for a few things, but not very much. If I'm sitting in a restaurant and it's really dark, I can't see the menu very well. I can, but it's a struggle. I strain my eyes. So I carry reading glasses, but other than that, the doc said everything is great. He was very pleased with it. He was afraid I was going to have trouble working with these lenses, working up close like I do, but, you know, here I am, not wearing glasses. So I'm very happy about that. My $6,000 plus lenses in my eyes. Yeah. I would highly recommend it if you can afford it. Just be aware that there are some, things that can happen, but I've been very lucky. So I'm pleased with that. I'm not going to get knee surgery this year. I thought I was, but I changed my diet, stopped eating a lot of white bread and pasta, although the last few days I have slipped. But that whole feed a cold thing? Yeah, I've been doing that. And I was working out at the gym until I got sick, and then I didn't want to go to the gym when I was sick. So I got to get back into that routine. And so I've been busy. I've been a busy little bee, and I've gotten back into the crafting, as you can see. So I'm happy with that, and everything's going fine. I will be back as often as I can, but like I said, for that 1,000 subscriber giveaway, I think I'm going to use the butterfly kits and the fabric and the napkins, and I'm going to make a couple of little journals. I may just make them out of, an envelope like this and make the interior part journal, but it's going to have gesso, and it's going to be tea-dyed, and it's going to be a lot of decoupage. So I'll probably start working on that online and here on YouTube, and you can sort of watch along with me, or if you want to order a kit, you could craft along with me. So thank you, everybody. Thank you for being new subscribers, being old subscribers, and hanging in there with me. I appreciate it. I am no Gail. I am no Roxy, Rachel. I am no Andrea. They are my heroines. They are my mentors. They are my teachers. And yes, I do a lot of what they do. I also love Gina at the Firefly Studio 67. I love Tina at Shabby Dabby Doodah, and I love Wendy and Leo at Wendy's Journal Adventures. I learn a lot from everybody, but I've been so busy. I am so far behind on even their videos that it's been crazy. So you guys all take care. I will try this week to work on the butterflies journals, and when I get started on that, I will record, and then I will save them and probably upload them maybe once a week. And that way, if you wanted to craft along with me and order the kit, or you want to just watch, you can see them come about, and I'll get those together. It's possible that I could take them with me if we're going to be gone during the time I might reach 1,000 subscribers. And then I could mail them from wherever I am, really. If they're small enough, I can take them with me and just post them from wherever I am. As long as I remember to bring the envelopes. All right, you guys. Take care. I love every one of you for being here with me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And take care. Happy crafting. And have yourself a beautiful, beautiful day, week, month, year. Come on back when you feel like it. Thank you. Hugs, everybody. Bye.